Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Okay, man. Now in this video, so few important points we will discuss. After completion of few important points now, so we will discuss regarding pollination. So in pollination, maximum information we know very well, but one is why I have started means one is revision purpose, and one more few important examples are there. So under pollination and how many types of pollination, so somewhat detailed information I have given in depth. So that's why easy, even though it is easy information, why I have started means, so in-depth examples also in this video I am going to discuss. Emma, now let us start to discuss one by one. Now few golden points means this particular information we have been covered, but if I say golden words means you will listen carefully. Now that's why I have written golden keywords or key points. Now first point is, இப்போ இது we know very well amma, அது என்னன்னா out of 4 megaspores, amma listen carefully. Now let us start. Out of 4 megaspores, if one megaspore involved in the development of embryo sac, so means megaspores from the megaspore mother cell by the process of meiotic division, 4 megaspores formation we see now. So there what are the 3 megaspores which are present nearer to the or nearby micropylar region degenerates, but so there one and only will be the functional. Okay, so that likewise here few important points are to be discussed. Once you see out of 4 megaspores, if one megaspore involved in the development of embryo sac, that particular development of embryo sac, yesterday we learned that is monosporic type. That is known as monosporic type or the monosporic development of embryo sac. So that kind of embryo sac development only we will be calling as polygonum type. Why here the polygonum type means scientists like Strasburger. Scientist Strasburger discovered this word monosporic development of embryo sac in polygonum plants. So that's why this type also we will be taking as polygonum type. Adi already we have learned. Today onwards, what are the main important points? Means one more time you say out of 4 megaspores. Again, out of 4 megaspores, suppose if 2 megaspores involved in the development of complete embryo sac, so that kind of development of embryo sac we will be taking as bisporic type. Which one? Bisporic. Bi means to the means out of 4 megaspores, 2 megaspores definitely involves in the development of embryo sac. So means in complete development of embryo sac, out of 4 megaspores, so suppose if 2 are involved. If 2 are involved means out of 4 megaspores, so such particular development of embryo sac we will be taking as bisporic type. Best example, Allium cepa. So actually here the in-depth information not required to us, but these 2 points they have mentioned in our metric textbooks. That's why, so by gathering from there I have given to you. So now bisporic type, best example Allium cepa. Bisporic means here out of 4 megaspores, 2 megaspores involved in the development of embryo sac. Next one, can you guess next one? What is it? If all megaspores, up to now 4 are there now, 4 megaspores. So these 4 megaspores involved in the formation of complete embryo sac. involves in the development of complete embryo sac. That particular development of embryo sac we will be taking as tetrasporic. Why? Because here all means 4 megaspores means complete 4 megaspores or all megaspores are involved in the development of embryo sac or female gametophyte. So such kind of development we will be taking as tetrasporic type. Tetrasporic type, best example is peperomia. Peperomia. Okay, tetrasporic type, bisporic type, monosporic type. Monosporic type is there in our textbook. Monosporic type of polygonal, bisporic type from our relatives means our metric textbook, and tetrasporic also from our textbook, metric textbook I have gathered. Next one, Ipu. These are all main golden points or golden key points. Now first one, multicarpellary. Third one, multicarpellary syncarpus gynoecium is found in. Already we have seen multicarpellary means the presence of many carpels. Syncarpus means when the ovules or the ovary wall, common ovary wall covers the all ovules together. No? That particular gynoecium we will be taking as syncarpus. So where we can see papaver, hibiscus. Hibiscus well known example. Next one, multicarpellary condition with apocarpus. Apocarpus means here all carpels are free. So syncarpus means all carpels are fused. Apocarpus means all carpels are free. Means for every carpel no separate individual wall will be there. So thereby multicarpellary apocarpus gynoecium, if you see there, no, this one we can have found in rose, lotus and micaelia. Okay, multicarpellary syncarpus gynoecium we can find in papaver, and one more is hibiscus. Next one, multicarpellary apocarpus. This particular point, syncarpus means what and apocarpus means what, that is also you try to save in your mind. Syncarpus means like a fused carpels. Apocarpus means just a free carpels. Right. Now examples are syncarpus point of view hibiscus and papaver, and apocarpus gynoecium point of view rose, lotus, and one more is micaelia. Already this information in our first year studies we have learned, but to be on safe side I have given this one. Okay, next one more key golden point is megaspore mother cell is there. No, that particular megaspore mother cell, which megaspore mother cell which involves in the development of 4 megaspores. Later one of the megaspores develops into like embryo sac. So mother cell is the mother cell where it will be, that is situated at the micropylar region or micropylar end. If you take one particular ovule, there 2 regions are there. One is micropylar region and one more is chalazal region, isn't it? So now here towards the micropylar region, what is a cell we can find out? Megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell is situated at the micropylar region or micropylar end. Next one, generally functional megaspore is situated at the chalazal end. Megaspore mother cell is situated towards the micropylar region, and functional megaspore, 4 megaspores linear tetrad form by the process of meiotic division from the megaspore mother cell, 4 megaspores are formed. Out of 4 megaspores, 3 are degenerated, and one and only the functional one, that particular functional megaspore is situated at chalazal region or chalazal end. Next one, polar nuclei. Polar nuclei are situated below the egg apparatus in the large central cell. So means here the polar nuclei says where it is there. These are all present in the large central cell. Polar nuclei says polar nuclei are means which indicates plural number on. So thereby plural nucleus also we can write or plural nuclei are. So situated in the large central cell which is present just below the egg apparatus. Emma, yesterday we learned no egg apparatus is nothing but the combination of one egg cell with two synergids. Emma, so thereby the two polar nucleases are present on the large central cell. That particular large central cell also which is situated just below the egg apparatus. Emma, so all these points, so I have considered as golden key points. Emma, so try to concentrate all these examples by one more time. Yeah, now let us start to discuss well known concept only, but to be discussed, right, that is pollination. Okay, so pollination point of view. So here the process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther to stigma of a female reproductive system means the process of which one pollination is nothing but the process of transfer of pollen grains. So from where to where? From anther to the stigma of female reproductive system, Emma, or stigma of a carpel or a pistil. Okay, next one here, so our knowledge point of view, pollination two types are there. Emma, so koncham deep information point of view, two types are there. One is direct pollination and one more is indirect pollination. So direct pollination we can see, so this particular direct pollination we can see in where we can see in gymnosperms. So why survey here we will observe the direct pollination. First of all, direct pollination means what, sir? Means once you read this information you will understand clearly. So direct pollination we can find in gymnosperms because of absence of ovary wall. If ovary wall is an absent means definitely ovules are exposed in the air. Amma, ipo suppose angiospermic ovary, if you see there, no ovary ulle we are observing the presence of ovules, but in gymnosperms, Emma, in gymnosperms which one is absent? Ovary wall is absent. Appadana ovules protecting layers. Emma, outermost protecting layer means here the ovary wall is absent means, so definitely ovules are exposed in the air. So thereby when the ovules are exposed in the air, no, so definitely what are the airborne pollen grains are there, no, all these pollen grains will come and shed on the directly shed on the where? Ovules. Emma, definitely will come and sit at the micropyle region, and definitely by formation of a pollen tube male gametes enters into the embryo sac. Point you understood here. So thereby here direct pollination we can observe in gymnosperms because of the absence of ovary wall. My dear students, here after fertilization we are observing, no, we are studying, no, after fertilization this particular ovary wall only converted into fruit wall. In the second chapter we will know fruit wall or also known as pericarp. Point, did you remember now? Now that is the information. Next one, indirect pollination. Indirect pollination. So indirect pollination, so best example angiosperms. So angiosperms means again their monocots are there and dicots also are there. So this indirect pollination, our convenience to study, so we have been divided into following types. So what are those? One you see autogamy, geitonogamy, and one more is xenogamy. Emma, one more time, autogamy, geitonogamy and xenogamy. So here just diagrammatical explanation, so no need to depends on the information, so diagrams are enough to give the complete information. Emma, now you see autogamy point of view, ipo parengama. So one particular plant is there, their flowers are there. Ipo suppose this particular flower is a bisexual condition. Emma, ipo bisexual condition means definitely male reproductive system is there as well as a female reproductive system also is there in a single flower. Amma, idi motte mele like a dot arrow, okay, and here motte kele plus ada, okay, motte mele dot indicates a male and this one indicates a female. That's we know very well, we have learned in a semi-technical description of plants, right. Now inge you see, so here both male as well as a female reproductive systems are present in the same flower. So in this particular case, so suppose if a pollination taking place between these two, so means the pollen grains of a male reproductive system comes onto the stigma of a female reproductive system of same flower, of a same flower. That particular phenomenon we will be taking as autogamy. Autogamy. Next one, geitonogamy. Geitonogamy, once you see this particular geitonogamy process takes place between the two flowers of same plant. Okay, geitonogamy process which occurs between two flowers of same plant. இப்போ பாருங்க, so here the male reproductive system or the androecium is present in the another plant, and the female reproductive system gynoecium is present in another plant, separate plants. Means here both separate flowers are there, both separate flowers are there, and these two are present on the same plant. So what is my point means, in geitonogamy, so pollination taking place between the two flowers of same plant. So in this particular case, now what is the main important points are here we have to discuss means, so here this particular geitonogamy is a function point of view, means functionally or ecologically it is considered as cross pollination, but genetically this particular phenomenon or the geitonogamy we will be considering as self pollination. Functionally or ecologically, so if function means seems to be only it is like cross pollination, but both flowers are belongs to same plant only. No, at the time genetic material or genetic information will be same only. So that's why here genetically this particular pollination we will be taking as a self pollination, but functionally or ecologically we will be considering as cross pollination. It is important. Next one, xenogamy. So once you see that xenogamy process, it is a true cross pollination. So there this particular xenogamy process occurs between the two separate plants of same species. Ipo rendu plants are there, two separate plants of same species. Now here from the male reproductive system to pollen grains come and reach to the female stigma of a female reproductive system of a same species. So thereby here this particular xenogamy process we will be considering as true or like cross pollination, or the true pollination or cross pollination. Once let us move on to the next side, and let us discuss a few important neat bits. So there once you see the geitonogamy process is a functionally or ecologically considered as cross pollination, but genetically self pollination. Already we discussed. Next one, xenogamy is also called as cross pollination. So thereby you may ask, sir, autogamy another name enna sir means? Autogamy another name self pollination. Okay, autogamy another name is self pollination, and xenogamy another name is cross pollination, or one more new name you try to learn this one. New name is allogamy. Okay, xenogamy or cross pollination or allogamy. Okay, now it is means which one, the xenogamy or cross pollination or allogamy is a real or true cross pollination. So that is a true one or that is a real one. Okay, now it is genetically as well as ecologically we will be considering as cross pollination. So this particular one, both terms means in genetical process or genetically as well as ecologically, genetically, ecologically or functionally also we will be considering as cross pollination. So means, so here they may ask, so here definitely, so they may ask one question here, what is another name of autogamy, or what is another name of xenogamy, or what is a function, or what is the type of pollination is functionally self pollination, or the functionally cross pollination, and the genetically self pollination. Identify the following types. So suppose like that also chance is there to ask. So that's why I try to concentrate more and more on these types of pollination. Now let us start to discuss most important concept, that is in monoecious plants. Monoecious plant means, once you see, if both male and female flowers are present, which one? If both male and female flowers are present on the same, if both male and female flowers, once you see, if both male and female flowers are present on the same plant, one more time, if both male and female flowers are present on the same plant, but flowers are unisexual means రెండు must be there, means both reproductive systems must be there, male and female reproductive systems must be there on the same plant. But so what are the flowers are there? No, these flowers must be in unisexual mode or unisexual in a condition. So best example is castor, cucumber, coconut, maize. ఇది maize మటం డోంట్ ఫర్గెట్ అమ్మా. సో సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ దే వుడ్ లైక్ టు ఆస్క్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద మొనీషియస్, సో దే ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సో ఇన్ కన్సర్న్ ఆఫ్ maize da. Okay, maize example only most of the times they are referring. So but remaining examples also you try to remember. Okay, now monoecious plants means both reproductive flowers, means both male and female flowers are present on the same plant, but the flowers are unisexual or the flowers must be unisexual condition. So when this monoecious condition we are observing, so this particular monoecious condition, no, it prevents the autogamy. Why? Because autogamy process definitely takes place in bisexual flowers now. So means ఇప్పుడు autogamy process point of view, here one important point is there. What is that? Autogamy process definitely occurs in like bisexual plants, but here no bisexual plants. Here male and female flowers are there, and here the condition is both must be in unisexual. So at the time no chance to the process of autogamy, but chance is there for the process of geitonogamy. That's why here what is the point here we have written, it prevents, means which one? Monoecious condition prevents autogamy but not geitonogamy. But not geitonogamy. Next one, dioecious plants. In a dioecious plants point of view, if both male and female flowers are present on different plants, if both are there in a different plants, if different plants are there means definitely, so here it prevents the, once you see, it prevents both autogamy and geitonogamy but not xenogamy. If definitely once you come on here, xenogamy means we see no, it occurs between the two different plants of the same species. Now only we see no few minutes back. So there what is the information we seen? If both male and female flowers are present on different plants and flowers, if different plants means definitely flowers will be same. No, definitely plants also, flowers also will be different. Okay, so here the different plants, so and the flowers are unisexual. So and these flowers must be in unisexual condition. Okay, so this particular point you don't forget. In a monoecious plants also we are observing unisexual condition, and in a dioecious conditions also flowers must be in unisexual mode. But here in monoecious, no, both are not present on the same plant. Both reproductive systems are present on different plants. So best examples are papaya, date palm. So these two. Okay, papaya we will have now adi papaya and date palm. So next one, it prevents both, which one out of three types, autogamy, geitonogamy, both are prevented in a dioecious condition. So definitely chance is there, or definitely so xenogamy process takes place. So thereby here last lines are there, no, in a monoecious condition. In a monoecious condition we see no, it prevents the autogamy but not geitonogamy, and in a dioecious condition no, this line, it prevents both autogamy and geitonogamy but not xenogamy. But not xenogamy I didn't write, but through my voice you can save in your mind. Next one, contrivances or adaptations. So what are the adaptations for the process of self-pollination? First of all, in this video I will give information or the adaptations for the process of self-pollination. In the next video I will give information regarding contrivances or adaptations of cross-pollination or outbreeding devices. Right, now let us learn one by one. So there totally 4 types are there. Monoclony, monoclony or bisexuality. Next one homogamy. Next one like a cleistogamy. Next one more is bud pollination. So if you discuss these 4 means, so that these 4 side headings which will come under the adaptations of self-pollination. Now monoclony or bisexuality. So in this particular case, no, flowers are bisexual in condition. So means flowers, which means it one flower or each flower consists of both reproductive systems. So when one flower or each flower consists of both reproductive systems, so such kind of a flower we will be taking as hermaphrodite. At this particular point in animals we learned in first chapter. So there we have learned. So best example P. Next one, homogamy point of view. When both sex organs of a flower mature at the same time, means if both reproductive systems are there, both the sex organs of a flower means here this particular condition also, the flower condition also bisexual in condition only, no? And so both reproductive systems means both male and female reproductive systems are maturing at the same time, and it increases the chances for self pollination. இப்போ ரெண்டுமே ஒரே டைம் மெச்சூர் ஆகுனா கண்டிப்பா சான்ஸ் இஸ் தேர் ஃபார் தி ப்ராசஸ் ஆஃப் self pollination. So there also best example. So in a homogamy point of view and monoclony or bisexual point of view, best examples are P da rendume P, Pisum sativa, we know very well. Next one, cleistogamy. Cleistogamy in some plants. So this particular point also while taking off classes I have given explanation on this, but one more time I will give you, so thereby you will revise this information. Right. Now in some plants bisexual flowers are formed, so which never open throughout their life. Some plants are there, so bisexual, these plants consist of bisexual flowers, and these bisexual flowers are never open flowers throughout their life. So means definitely these particular cleistogamous flowers we will be considering as never open flowers, already we seen. So such flowers are called cleistogamous flowers. So what are the best example we can study means Commelina, Commelina bengalensis, Viola, also known as common fancy, and one more is oxalis. These three examples are very very important under cleistogamous condition. Commelina, Viola, Viola also known as common fancy, and one more is oxalis. Okay, now these are all means these three examples definitely consist of cleistogamous flowers. Next one, all the above plants have two types of flowers. Means here what are the examples here we will be taking? What are those? Commelina bengalensis, Viola also known as common pansy, and oxalis. All these plants have two different types of flowers. Means two types of flowers are there. What are those? Two types of flowers are nothing but one of the flowers is cleistogamous and one more is chasmogamous flowers. So means in Commelina bengalensis and in Viola and one more is oxalis. So definitely we can find out how many types of flowers. Two different types of flowers. One is cleistogamous flowers and one more is chasmogamous flowers. Now, my dear students, a few points through my voice I will give you. Try to save in your mind. What are the points? No. Now, once you see cleistogamous condition or cleistogamous flowers we see, no. Side heading once you see cleistogamous. What is the condition we seen? Bisexual condition we seen, and these particular plants are never open flowers, no. So here the flower bisexual condition means both reproductive systems are there. If both reproductive systems are present within the flower and these flowers are never open flowers at the time, no, definitely these cleistogamous flowers produce assure seed set even in absence of pollinators. Means these cleistogamous flowers no need to depends on the pollinating agents for the process of pollination. Why? Because so definitely that particular cleistogamous flowers consist of both reproductive systems. That's why we are calling as a bisexual condition. So in this particular case, no, when both reproductive systems are matured at the time, no, definitely only chance is there for the process of self pollination in cleistogamous condition. My dear students, try to understand. So thereby, so here out of two types, one is cleistogamous flowers and one more is a chasmogamous flower. What is the type of flower? No need to depends on the pollinating agents. Emma, can you give answer? Cleistogamous. Very good. So cleistogamous flowers produce assured seed set or assured seed set even in absence of the pollinators. Emma, next one, sir, what is the information of chasmogamous flowers or means chasmogamous flowers? Amma, one more important point right here. These clistogamous flowers, where it will be there? No, these clistogamous flowers are present in the soil. Clistogamous flowers are present in the soil, and chasmogamous flowers are present in aerially. Aerial na soil ki above side. Above the level of soil, chasmogamous flowers are there, and these chasmogamous flowers are like normal flowers. Means here in chasmogamous flowers, seed set and everything, pollination process, all purposes point of view, definitely depends on the different types of agents. And fourth one is bud pollination. Emma, the word, once you see this, observe this, bud pollination. So what is the meaning we are getting? So in this type of pollination occurs only in bud stage before opening the flowers. Emma, suppose bud irukku ulle, so bud ulle, suppose when particular flower or the bud consists of both reproductive systems inside, no, so pollination epo takes place. So when that particular bud is before blooming only, we can observe the type of pollination we will be taking as bud pollination. So thereby bud pollination is nothing but the pollination occurs in a bud stage before opening of flowers. So best examples are wheat and rice. Emma, so wheat and rice are the best examples of bud pollination. Now here the adaptations of self pollination, monocliny or bisexuality, homogamy, next one crystogamy, and one more is bud pollination. Emma, so this is a small information related to the what are the adaptations we can study for the self pollination. Emma, so in the next video definitely I will cover the cross pollination and agents of pollination based on the situation I will explain. Emma, so listen carefully. So other than that, no need to do anything, and be safe at home. Don't come out of the home. So definitely you concentrate to learn the knowledge. So this is the best time to learn the neat information. Emma, thank you, and be safe at home.